Hi you guys, welcome to your September 2024 astrological forecast. The month starts off with, on the 1st, Uranus turning retrograde. So all of the outer planets except for Jupiter are all retrograde right now. We've got Uranus in Taurus, okay, turning retrograde on the 1st. Then we have Saturn and Neptune still in Pisces, retrograde. And Pluto is retrograde in Aquarius at the end of August, and then on the 2nd it falls back into Capricorn for the last time in our lifetime. Whatever, we'll be long dead before it re-enters Capricorn. It takes that long to get through each zodiac sign, right? So Pluto does move back into Capricorn on the 2nd and is there up until November 19th when it fully moves into Aquarius, okay? And I will be doing a video on Pluto in Aquarius, okay? But anyways, there's a new moon in Virgo on the 2nd. The sun is in, the sun is in Virgo up until the 22nd. And Mercury starts off in Leo in direct motion, you know, on the 1st, right? And moves forward again into Virgo on the 9th. Then, let's see here, Mars is just in Gemini for just the first few days up until the 4th. And Mars moves into Cancer for the rest of the month. Then, okay, we have a full moon, partial lunar eclipse in Pisces, okay, on the 17th. Then on the 22nd, the sun moves into Libra. Also on the 22nd, Venus moves into Scorpio. Sorry, I forgot to mention, Venus is in Libra from the 1st up until the 22nd when it moves into Scorpio. And then Mercury's moving very fast again, okay, in Virgo. It moves it back into Virgo or forward into Virgo again on the 9th and then moves into Libra on the 26th. Okay, so let me see here. I think that's pretty much all I wanted to say about the planets. You guys, don't forget to check out my weekly forecast is now daily shorts whenever there's a major aspect. Okay, so don't forget to look for those. Like, subscribe, and share if you like my videos. I really appreciate all your interactions with me. You know what? Now for your forecast. Hi Pisces. So, the month starts off with a new moon in your opposite sign of Virgo on the 2nd. Okay, so where you have Virgo in your chart is your 7th house of close relationships and partnerships, arrangements, and agreements. Okay, so the sun is here up until the 22nd, and Mercury actually moves back here on the 9th. Okay, Mercury last month was retrograde between Leo and Virgo, and it was going back and forth. Well, now it's in direct motion, okay? Starts off the month in direct motion in Leo, okay? In your 6th house, just up until the 9th. Then it moves into Virgo on the 9th again, right? So, just this very brief period when it's in your 6th house of the workplace, co-workers, the kind of work that you do, your house of health, and your house of service to others, okay? So there just could be possibly something happening in the workplace, but Mercury's in direct motion, so it doesn't seem to be that much of a problem, any kind of communications or anything like that. You could also like be running some kind of errand for someone or doing some kind of, this being the house of service to others. I have to mention just briefly that the planet Uranus is in Taurus, and it does turn retrograde on the 1st in your 3rd house of your neighbors, your neighborhood, and many, many other things. So you could have done something in the past, let's say like for one of your neighbors or even a sibling, could even be a coworker. Right? And now that Uranus is retrograde, something or whatever that maybe you did for one of these people is coming around again, or they need help again with the very same thing. So it could be something like that, that up until the 9th, someone contacts you to ask for your help again. Okay? But on from the 9th to the 26th, Mercury is in Virgo again, in direct motion. On the 26th, it does move into Libra in your 8th house. But for now, so we've got the Sun and then Mercury and a new moon bringing a new beginning in your 7th house, again, of close relationships and partnerships. So this whole time that Mercury was here, retrograde, direct, whatever, you were going back and forth with someone in one of your close relationships, okay? And things are like, you know, getting back to normal, more or less. When Mercury re-enters this area on the 9th, the conversation is presented again, more or less, okay? The new moon on the 2nd brought a new beginning within one of your relationships or all of your relationships. You're doing something maybe a little different now, okay? Or things just weren't going the way you wanted them to, which is why the full moon is in your sign on the 17th, and it's a partial lunar eclipse at the same time, okay? So this is happening on the 17th, right? It's happening in your 1st house of Pisces. It is directly across from your 7th house of Virgo, okay? So the new moon brought a new beginning on the 2nd. The 17th comes along, and a full moon is there to rid yourself of a problem of some kind that has become an issue. Okay, you also have to remember that you have Saturn and Neptune in your sign, in your 1st house, and they're both retrograde and traveling together. It's not a really, really good combination. Okay, when it comes to, let's say, self-confidence, anything, you know. Sometimes, you know, it's harsh reality setting in, you know, so you try not to take things too seriously. Let's put it that way, because around this full moon, that it is eclipsed, okay, which means the energy from the full moon will last a little bit longer because it has extra energy from the eclipse. Okay, so be careful of what you say at this time. But it is a good idea to get rid of something that just isn't working. It's not working out. It looks like it's in one of your close relationships or partnerships. Now, this is business related, romantic, or just friendship, you know. So sometimes some people just need to be, you know, put in their place. Somebody could be overstepping, you know, or not really respecting, you know, your wishes or whatever, you know. So they just figure, what do they know, you know, or I'm just going to do this because I've always done this. That's the point, okay? You're trying to end that thing that person would do all the time because it's time to end it. You can't put up with it any longer. That's what Saturn does, okay? Neptune is your ruling planet, and it gave you the compassion to put up with a bunch of shit from a lot of people. So now that Saturn came along, Saturn will not let you do that anymore. If you don't get rid of people or set them straight in some way or other, Saturn will. Saturn will get rid of them for you. They will take them from your life. Just that they'll move on or something. You know, they're not really going anywhere. It's just that they don't serve their purpose for you any longer. Okay. So that's probably like the biggest thing. But here's another thing, though, too, is Mars is moving into Cancer, a fellow water sign. And Mars is the ego planet. It is a planet filled with a lot of self-confidence. You know how, you name it. It's where you have Cancer in your chart is your 5th house of fun and creativity, romance, gambling, speculation, all forms of entertainment, games and sports, and anything to do with children. So Mars here trines a 120-degree angle, one of the nicest aspects you could want in astrology, trines your planets in Pisces. Okay, so it's energizing you. This Mars here, it's giving you a lot of guts, you know. If you didn't feel like it before, you're going to feel like it now, okay? And you're going to feel like wanting to have some fun or get out there and do stuff. You know, it's a very physical planet. And I usually say when it's here, because this house rules any form of entertainment, which is dancing, acting, uh, you know, even something like just normal, like walking, you know, walking on a walking path or riding a bike or something, but it's physical activity. And a lot of times when you start doing something like that, when Mars is here, it continues over to your sixth house, which is where planets go next, right? That you find that you feel a lot better after all this activity, physical activity, so you keep it up and you add exercise or something, dancing, some kind of movement to your daily schedule, you know, so it gets you in shape, but it's also fun at the same time. So just keep in mind you have Mars really, you know, helping you do quite a lot of things. And, okay, I do have to mention too, just very briefly, Pluto does move back into Capricorn up until November 19th. It moved from Aquarius in your 12th house. It's back in your 11th house of friends and acquaintances, socializing in person or online, any group or organization that you belong to, in the house of dreams, hopes, and wishes. So you may have had a friend or a person within an organization that you belong to re-enter your life or the group or your group of friends, and this person was someone who just really thought they were the center of attention. They wielded all the power, whatever they wanted, the group did. You know, they treated you guys as friends, but more like followers or something. You know, well, anyways, this person's back. Okay, just for a little while. The planet is only in 29 degrees. I doubt very much if it will even affect you, but I did have to mention that you may have an obnoxious friend or acquaintance coming back into the picture just for a few months. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, so the Sun does move into Libra on the 22nd into your 8th house of other people's money and resources, passive money from a insurance payout, legal settlement, inheritance, refund. This is the house of shared property and shared debt. This is shared bank accounts and credit cards, things like that. It is the house of death and rebirth. Someone does not have to die in order for you to inherit, okay? But it is the house of legacies and inheritance, okay? Now, Venus has been here since the beginning of the month, from the 1st through the 22nd. So other people are very generous with you at this time. And also, if you need to speak to someone about a credit card or a bank account or something, some financial institution that's usually like not very cooperative or just a pain in the ass, whatever. Even the IRS, this is like the best time to speak to them when Venus is here, because you usually find someone that's really willing to help you and actually do their job. Yeah, which is to help you, right? So you could also have, like, be on the receiving end of little gifts of some kind, or people just doing nice things for you. A lot of times when there's planets here with Venus, somebody gives you something of theirs that you've always admired, or somebody may be out shopping and see something that you would like, they know you would like, and they may buy it for you. So it's a just because gift. It doesn't have to be for any special reason. It's just because they saw it and they knew you would like it, okay? Then Venus moves into Scorpio on the 22nd into your 9th house of long-distance travel and communications. This is the house of adventure, the house of foreign countries, people, languages, higher learning, your philosophy on life, your religious and spiritual beliefs, legal matters, media and publishing, many, many things. So Venus here means, you could spend a little bit more time online on social media. You could be in a group possibly that has people from all over the world in it. You could also be on the phone a little bit more often with someone who does live at a distance, possibly even in another country, or you could be Skyping or whatever, on your computer, whatever. But it could be in contact with someone who is at a distance, okay? So the best time to do something each month is when the moon is in your own sign, and the moon is in Pisces on the 16th and 17th. The best time to lay low is when the moon is in your opposite sign, and your opposite sign is Virgo, and those dates are the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 29th, and 30th. The best time for romance, recreation, creativity, fun, gambling, or speculation, and anything to do with children is the 12th, 13th, 24th, 25th, and 26th. The best time for money is the 4th, 5th, 6th, 18th, and 19th. The best time for your career is the 9th, 10th, and 11th. And the best time for communication and travel is the 7th, 8th, 9th, 20th, 21st, and 22nd. So I hope you enjoyed your forecast for September. Be sure to check out my weekly forecasts, which are now daily shorts. See you later. Bye.